This situation is tearing me up and I need some perspective. I'm a 55-year-old man trying to figure out if I'm the asshole for divorcing my wife over something she did with my daughter's wedding invitation. Here's the backstory. My late wife, Lisa, passed away from cancer about a decade ago. We were together for over 20 years and losing her left me devastated. We have a daughter together, Emma, who is 27 now, and was in college when Lisa passed. It was a dark time, but I did my best to support Emma while grieving myself. We were close, and even as Emma grew older, we kept the memory of Lisa alive through small traditions. Sunday tea, conversations about her, and little things that reminded us of her warmth and love. A few years after Lisa's death, I met someone new. It wasn't easy, but I eventually married again. My new wife, Claire, moved into the home I'd shared with Lisa. When she moved in, I didn't realize how deeply this would impact Emma. Emma was supportive at first, but when she came home for Christmas one year, she asked about some of her mother's things. Specifically, her mom's favorite scarf and the tea set they used to drink from together on Sunday mornings. I was blindsided when I discovered that Claire had donated all of Lisa's things to a charity shop. She hadn't asked me or checked with Emma. When I confronted Claire about it, she brushed it off as cleaning out the old to make space for the new. But that old stuff had meaning. Things like the scarf and tea set were memories Emma cherished. Emma was deeply hurt. We had a huge argument about it, and though Claire apologized, it felt hollow. Emma left early that Christmas and barely spoke to me after that. The relationship between Emma and Claire only got worse. Eventually, Emma stopped coming around and our once close bond became strained. I tried reaching out, but the conversations were short and she always seemed distant. I'd lost my daughter in the process of trying to build something new with Claire, and it broke me, but I kept hoping Emma would come around. Fast forward to a month ago, I received an invitation to Emma's wedding, or rather, I should have received it. I didn't even know about it until I overheard Claire on the phone with a friend, mentioning how she had sent back an invitation from my daughter. I asked her what she was talking about, and that's when she admitted that Emma had sent a wedding invitation addressed to me. Claire had taken it upon herself to return it, unopened, saying she didn't want to be humiliated by being excluded. I was stunned. This was my daughter's wedding, her reaching out after years of silence. This could have been a chance to reconnect, to start to heal the rift between us, and Claire had thrown it away without even telling me. When I confronted Claire, she acted like I was overreacting, saying that she was just trying to protect our marriage. She said Emma obviously didn't want her there, and she wouldn't let me make a fool of her by attending alone. She dismissed my feelings and my connection to Emma, saying that Emma had clearly moved on and I should too. In that moment, I realized something that had been building up for a long time. I didn't recognize the person I'd married. I didn't see any empathy, any compassion, or even basic respect for my relationship with my daughter. All she seemed to care about was her own pride. After a few days of thinking, I told Claire I wanted a divorce. I couldn't stay with someone who was so callous and selfish, who would actively sabotage my relationship with my daughter. She called me an asshole for throwing away our marriage over one little mistake. But this was more than that. This was years of disregard for my late wife's memory, for Emma's feelings, and ultimately, for my relationship with my own child. I've told friends about this, and while most have been supportive, some think I'm overreacting and that Claire just made a bad call. But to me, this was the last straw in a pattern of behavior that I could no longer tolerate. So, am I the asshole for divorcing her over what she did with the wedding invitation? Or was this the right thing to do to protect what little is left of my relationship with my daughter? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.